Beginning the arrival. Captain Linnea Sorrell of the Dominion wasn't impressed by Earth's so-called Human Protection Act. In fact, she mocked it openly. They think a few protocols will save them from extinction, she sneered to her second-in-command, Jax. Pathetic. Hovering in the cold blue orbit above Earth, Linnea watched the human news broadcasts with disdain. Another drill, another protest about alien intervention, another public debate on the ethics of cohabitation. It was all noise to her. The Dominion had surveyed hundreds of civilizations before the humans. Some survived integration, others crumbled like dry leaves underfoot. Humanity wouldn't be different. Officially, Linnea had been dispatched as a liaison to study the new planet's worth. Unofficially, her mission was to determine whether Earth would be a resource or rubble. Either way, she didn't intend to stay long. Upon her landing, Earth's delegation greeted her with excessive caution. Military escorts, protective suits, constant scanning for biological anomalies. The Protection Act was sacred to them now. Every move involving extraterrestrials was tightly regulated to prevent contamination, domination, or worse, assimilation. Linnea found it amusing. Humans, she thought, had only just discovered they weren't alone. Instead of embracing their cosmic insignificance, they clung to old ideas. Nationalism, sovereignty, biological purity. After a series of official meetings filled with tedious speeches and posturing, Linnea decided to explore a human city without the cloak of ceremony. Disguised in human-like attire, sunglasses, leather jacket, simple jeans, she wandered New Vancouver's rain-slick streets. Neon signs reflected on puddles. Drones buzzed overhead. Humanity's vibrancy, for all its fear, was undeniable. She ducked into a bar. The place throbbed with music. The smell of synthetic alcohol and fried meats filled the air. Humans laughed, fought, kissed. Life stubborn and chaotic. Linnea, blending in perfectly, slid onto a stool. "First time here?" the bartender asked. "You could say that," Linnea said with a sly smile. "Drink. Surprise me." The bartender grinned and prepared something purple and smoking. Linnea sipped it. Intriguing. She allowed herself to relax. A man approached. Tall dark hair, amused eyes. He wasn't wearing a badge. No government stooge then. "New in town?" he asked. Linnea tilted her head. His aura was unremarkable. Healthy but ordinary. "Something like that. Name's Theo." "Linnea." They talked for hours, a strange dance of half-truths. She told him she was researching human culture. He laughed and said she wouldn't find anything profound in this place, but he'd help her look. That night, in a haze of unfamiliar emotions and buzzing curiosity, Linnea broke protocol. She spent the night with Theo. After all, she reasoned, humans were beneath her. What could it hurt? Middle. 9 months later. The alarms on the ship woke her. Linnea bolted upright, clutching her abdomen in agony. Her once sleek body was bloated and trembling. Medical bots scrambled around her. Subject contaminated. Biological integration at 92%, intoned the ship's sterile voice. "What?" Linnea croaked. She tried to stand, but her knees buckled. Jax stormed into the room, face grim. "Captain, the Humans Protection Act. It wasn't just paranoia. They were right to be terrified." Linnea gasped as another wave of pain racked her. She clawed at the medical table. "Explain now." Jax's jaw tightened. "You're carrying a hybrid." "No," she spat. "Impossible. Our DNA is incompatible. We designed it that way. Our biocodes are superior." Jax nodded stiffly. The humans evolved defenses we didn't anticipate. Adaptive immune barriers. Dynamic DNA sequences. Instead of rejecting foreign material, their cells merged with yours. They treated your superior code like a missing puzzle piece. Linnea shuddered. Inside her something shifted. She could feel it, alive, growing, aware. How long? She whispered. 9 months, Jax said, his voice low. Just like them. Linnea's mind raced. She had mocked the Human Protection Act, ignored their warnings, treated the humans as primitive. Now she was a living proof of their adaptability. She wasn't carrying a simple biological error. She was carrying their weapon. We have to terminate it, Linnea said through gritted teeth. Jax hesitated. What are you waiting for? He looked away. It's too late. A low hum filled the air. Medical monitors flashed red. Genetic mapping screens flickered, then stabilized into a horrifying new pattern. The hybrid's genome. Half human, half xanthi. Stronger. Martyr. Unpredictable. Captain, Jax said softly. The Dominion will see this as an abomination. You will be classified as compromised. Linnea's hands curled into fists. I don't care what they think. I'll fix this. She staggered to her feet. Her ship's corridors blurred around her as she rushed to the control room. She had to find a way to undo this. Extract it. Isolate the contamination. Somehow. As she pored over the genetic code, something strange happened. The ship systems began to respond. Differently. Lights flickered. Doors opened before she touched them. The air around her seemed to pulse with new energy. Captain, Jax said, his voice trembling over the comms. The child, it's interfacing with the ship. Linnea froze. The hybrid wasn't just a threat. It was taking control. 3. Ending acceptance. Weeks passed. Linnea secluded herself in a hidden lunar outpost, far from Earth and the Dominion's watchful eyes. The pregnancy, if she could even call it that, progressed at an accelerated rate. She should have been angry, frightened, disgusted. Instead, she found herself curious. In the quiet, she spoke to the being inside her. She expected silence. But sometimes when she drifted between waking and sleeping, she felt it. Whispers, images, flashes of understanding. The hybrid wasn't a parasite. It was something new. Synthesis. A future she hadn't anticipated. When the time came, it wasn't like human childbirth or Zan the biohatching. It was something entirely different. A merging of energies, a moment of profound transformation. Linnea collapsed onto the cold steel floor, cradling the tiny figure that had emerged. The child opened its eyes. They weren't Xantha eyes or human eyes. They were something beyond either species. Dark as the void, bright as newborn stars. The hybrid studied her with ancient intelligence. Linnea wept. Not from pain. From awe. In the months that followed, Linnea learned what true evolution meant. The child, whom she named Nova, grew quickly. She absorbed information at an impossible rate, mastering human languages, Dominion technologies, and concepts neither race had dreamed. Nova was no threat. She was salvation. When the Dominion finally discovered Linnea's betrayal and sent an armada to cleanse the contamination, Nova intervened. Without firing a single shot, she crippled the fleet's command systems, disabling weapons and communications through thought alone. Then she broadcast a message across both human and Xantha networks. You sought to control evolution. You feared contamination. You enforced protection. But life does not obey rules. It only moves forward. The Dominion fell silent. Humanity listened in terror and wonder. Nova chose Earth as her home. In love,